Taurus, in the month of April, you guys have a lot of opportunities coming in. And this is especially important for those of you who have overcome a lot of unhealthy situations, unhealthy relationships. Now, all of a sudden, right around the solar eclipse, things are going to start popping open. Pop, pop, pop is what I see. New opportunities leading you to feel secure again. Let's take a look at the sun, moon, and rising sign of Taurus. So you guys, I hope you're doing well. April is going to be a crazy month, and you'll feel the effects of it starting in the end of March. If you haven't already, you can look back and see where things were starting to toggle in little by little. So we have 4 energy shifts all at the same time in the same period of time. We've got that full moon energy in March. That was on the 25th, still lingering around, allowing you to cleanse and clear out those toxic situations. Now, what they're showing me is some of you guys have really been through a lot, and it may have actually flipped you into a different way of living, a different lifestyle. But we're going to look at that in just a second. So we also have Mercury in retrograde, which starts on April 1st. However, you were probably feeling the pulling effect of that 1 to 2 weeks prior in the pre-season, and that will go for an extra 1 to 2 weeks for those who are highly sensitive in the end after it's done. But the entire month of April is Mercury in retrograde. So get ready to review experiences where lessons were supposed to be learned. Also, you guys, we have the new moon on April 8th, along with the solar eclipse, and new is giving birth. This is new beginnings. All of these options that I'm talking about, and the burst is the solar eclipse that's going to push all of these different choices right in front of you. So whatever you've been through in your life, Taurus, and I know a lot of you have been through a lot, probably more than you thought you could even endure. But what I'm being guided to tell you from my guides is that oh, there it is. And this is the 3rd time this little card came out for Taurus. Now, you could very well have been dealing with a Capricorn. However, that card represents unhealthy people, unhealthy experiences in your life that created a lot of disconnections, disharmony, and illusions, okay, where you may have thought something they said, you may have gotten caught up in something they said and going, that's not true, because it was an illusion that was not real, that was kind of put over you. That's not a spell. That is just manipulation of words and mind manipulation. And I feel that's what a lot of you were dealing with, this particular individual or situation. That could have been a work environment you were dealing with. Whatever this devil represents in your life, Taurus, you have had to work really hard to kind of like dig your way out to see little pieces at a time, little pieces at a time. Now that coordinates with the opportunities that are coming in for each of you. So if you were able to pull back the unseen cloak on some of it, on 1 or 2, you may have 1 or 2 options coming in. Whatever was cleared out, now you have room to allow the new to come in. So if we hold on to that old stuff, it does affect us very, very much. Now, I feel a lot of you are finally starting to feel a little balanced in your own, well, they're calling it a financial safety net. You may be feeling secure in your own life, like you have a job, things are okay right now. And some of you are absolutely thriving. It is a variation of who is watching this video. However, this escalation that is coming in for Taurus, and you are one of the signs who is going to really do the best in overall zodiac signs for the year of 2024. And it may not feel like that today, but this is where you're heading. And this shift right now, all these different energy shifts where it's going to bring back up this, okay? We don't want this. We don't want that person. The overall message is very important for you to stay authentic to yourself. It is a long journey to build or rebuild our life, to start a new career, to do anything brand new, and of course go back and fix it. We have to take all that time. But through this, we achieve a level of security, a level of feeling safe in our own environment, feeling like we have everything we need and want, and more than that, because this is prosperity, which encompasses everything on the material plane. So it's almost like, you know, my guides are saying to me, if you are authentic, If you are being real, you're going to see the real stuff over here. Whatever toxic, you're letting it go or already did. You're also going to see which option is the right option for you. So you've been through a lot. There is no doubt about it. And now the rewards are coming in or accelerating into a different level. So let's look at your career, projects, whatever you devote your energy and time to. Some of you, this will be your work, and others it will be, I am seeing a humanitarian project. Let me get to that in a second. We have the Empress completing a cycle. Those of you who have been going through learning, getting education, certifications, getting your degrees, I'm hearing the word master's degree, but actually what they're saying is you become a master, or you're en route to become a master in what you do. It doesn't matter what you do, it matters that you do it well. You do it with everything you have coming from a place of authenticity. And when you do this, you take great pride in it. And I see you guys just being like standing up straight. There's a difference when you see somebody who's slouched over and when they're standing up straight. There's a big difference in the way that we view that individual. So in this vision, I see Taurus standing up straight. You are proud, you are ready to go, and you definitely have something new coming in. 3 is going to be your number for the month of April. 333, 333. Have you been seeing threes? Let us know in the comment, okay? It is a big deal. Now, we have this beautiful card of the 6 of Cups. This actually stands for happy, fond memories. And that's what I feel a lot of you had to go through, is to focus on happy memories to get away from the unhealthiness that you were dealing with. And those happy memories keep us in a sense of joy. And that joy keeps us in abundance. That keeps us in going towards faith that everything we need and want will come through. And that faith is unseen, it's unfelt, it's just an inner knowing, and it's deep, and it gets into the core of who you are. When you have faith, there is no room for doubt. You can't have both. Absolutely not. So I feel some of you have just really revamped the way you're looking at your career, the way the educational background that you have, and tweaked it, where now you're going to start seeing the returns of that in April if you haven't already. You have a brand new opportunity coming in for some of you, and it's going to fly in from out of the blue, particularly those of you who have air in your chart, okay? Now, you may feel very drawn to the AI system. They're showing me the internet, okay? I'm seeing like the internet going global all over the place. So this is communication. It's anything to do with automated transmissions that are global, okay? Now, let us know how that applies to your career or the opportunity that's coming in for you. We want to hear this because this has to do, it could be broadcasting, it can be podcasting, it can be working for a like a broadband company. I'm actually seeing where I feel some of you there, and it may be only a couple of you, are getting into an industry that is international, and it has to do with telecommunication, okay? That could be cell phones, it can be the broadband itself. Whatever it is going to be very, very good for you. And it has everything to do with your beliefs. Your life is changing. And if you guys are going into the path that you are basing it on your authentic self, it is going to be extremely prosperous for you as you go through the rest of this year. Each month will increase a little bit in some way or another. Now, that doesn't mean you're getting this huge raise and poof, all of a sudden you become one of the rich. That's not what I'm talking about. It means that things are going to open up for you throughout each month. You're going to see new assets that are coming in. This may be a free course. That free course gives you a certification that puts you in a different level of your career. Whatever it is very, very positive for Taurus. Stay strong and true in the beliefs that are based on your authentic individual, not on society, not on your family, not on your friends. What works for you? That is how you're going to get this back up and going, or going further than where you are today. Now, those of you who are looking at humanitarian projects, whatever project you're working on, okay, But I am seeing a humanitarian project, and it does have to do with a lot of wildlife game. I see tigers and leopards and cheetah. So this may have something to do with you traveling to Africa. You may be going there to write a blog and talk about all of these wild animals and how they actually provide value to our lives and enrich us in some way. Whatever it is, if this is opening up a wildlife, I was going to call it a plantation, but it's like a wildlife reserve where you're taking care of these animals, it is going to be very good for you. Now, I feel you may have had some struggles. If this is you, let us know. You may have had some struggles getting funding to get this up and going. And although I don't see the funding coming in April, I feel there will be notification coming in the month of April that it is it's coming, but it looks like it's coming more around the month of May, possibly even rolling into June, in the actual Taurus season for a lot of you. So this is just a powerful energy that is going to grow you to living out your soul purpose. That's what I just heard for you guys. Very powerful message. I hope I didn't mess that up too much. Now, when it comes to the turmoil, all the toxicity that you've been dealing with, the unhealthy people, the unhealthy situation, we're going to look at your family and friends around you. Then we'll look at love and romance, and we will also take a look at your last guided message. Remember, these opportunities are coming in because you have taken a stand. You have decided it's you first, and it's not coming from a place of ego. It's coming from a place of authentic self. It's like, no, I know who I am, because there's always people out there saying, no, you know what you need to do? You know how you need to do this? You need to look this way. You need to dress this way. And it's like, what's wrong with what I do, right? And I feel that's what's coming in for you. You have the Six of Swords when it comes to relationships. Remember, this is family or friends that you feel are like family. Some of you went through a situation where there was a lot of this Three of Swords energy, a broken heart, and it really took you quite some time to get back in balance. I feel they really crushed you because it hurts so bad when I am looking at this vision. It was painful. And because of that, you just couldn't see things straight. You didn't feel like you wanted to be in a relationship. You didn't feel energetically like you wanted to do anything. They may have been your twin flame, your soulmate, the one that triggered you into your spiritual awakening. And I guarantee for a lot of you that was. That is not romance. 60%, 65% of my clients were triggered into the spiritual awakening by a romantic partner. But there are other avenues. There are people who are triggered by their work environment, by family, by friends who triggered them into that spiritual awakening, because the divine masculine is talking about your logic. The divine feminine is talking about your feelings, right? Each of us have that in us. So looking at our soulmate who comes in and somebody says or does something that triggers us into this journey of self-reflection, self-analysis over and over, and trying to figure out who we are, getting back to that authentic person that you were born to be. We're looking in a mirror. What you are looking at is a carbon copy of you. It's whatever you need to focus on. So you may have been a little bit in the light too much, in the good too much, and they were a little bit in the dark too much, in the naughty too much. It just depends, because this whole journey is about balancing of love, and this is about balancing of light and dark, good versus not good. When we come to that balance, that's when we emerge, and boy, is it a slow recovery. And I feel a lot of you have done this, but it was a family member. For some of you, let us know if it was a family member or a career that triggered you. I've even had people who have had perfect lives come in. Now, this is probably about maybe 3 to 4% of people who have had everything in their life, and that's what triggered them into it. It's like, what am I going through? Why am I doing this? Billions of people were triggered. Some were all at the same time. Some have been in different different levels, different dimensions, like a step, right? So in the year of, so many people got triggered. Every single person has had to have this opportunity coming in, and I feel whoever you were dealing with, because you have not spoken with them, because you pulled back your energy and said, I am empowering myself to be me, that triggered them into another opportunity to reflect their own life. And some of them, not a lot, are coming in to actually talk to you about it. We have the Seven of Pentacles. This is what I mean. This particular situation, family or friend, like really pulled you into your shadow work. You had to get down in the dirty, deep depth of who you are, what you are denying, what you're repressing, and it was hard. But that's what you've done to this person. And I feel this individual is going to be communicating with you. Now, the communication, it could possibly be in person, by phone, by social media. But for a lot of you, this is a memory. This is telepathic communication. You're just going to feel it. You're going to know they're around. You might even have some things kind of falling apart a little bit, or just kind of wiggling. Like they're not completely falling apart, but they're kind of wiggling a little because this person is thinking of you. You have an opportunity. If you choose to fix this, this is your time to get complete closure, let it go, and move on. And you can do this without even talking to the person. You don't have to communicate with them, because sometimes dealing with them, talking to them, can actually create another repeated cycle. So let's take a look at those of you where this is a love relationship. It may have been a romantic partner that did this, but let me tell you, if this is your partner, this was extremely painful because you thought they were your everything, putting you in a place of making a decision of where you want to go further, how you want to move on in your life. Now we have the Ace of Wands, and some of you have a plan in your life. You also have the Three of Wands. This is about action, right? Taking that fire that was dimming down between you and your partner. And I feel awful. I feel like this may have very well been a romantic scenario where they just broke you. They broke you down. They broke your heart, and you just almost gave up on them. Some of you may have. But there is this new plan that you're going to move into, and this new plan, for some of you, it's going to bring this relationship, revive this relationship back into something beautiful. Again, you have the divine masculine, divine feminine energy here, where I feel that this relationship can be fixed, and some of you already have. If your partner has been very I'm hearing the word stifled, if they have not been disclosing a lot throughout the years and acting like you're nothing, you're going to see them, you're going to hear them tell you that that is wrong, that they actually do have love for you. There's a lot of opportunities here for you guys, a lot. But you do have to fight through. You had two cards pull out at the same time, the Five of Wands and the Seven of Cups. So you have some conversations that may be quite challenging with your partner. However, it can lead to a new igniting of your relationship. That means a new relationship with the same person you've been with, where you feel the way you did originally. It's like doing it all over, but this time using the mistakes as learning lessons to avoid or to continue through if that's what you choose to do. And some will choose that. If you're a Taurian that is looking for love, you may be seeing, again, 3 is your number for the month, and you may be seeing somebody 3 times, 1, 2, 3 times in the month of April, and it could extend into that first week of May. This particular individual that I see coming in is incredible. They light your fire. They get you excited about life again. They have a different way of seeing life. And they share this with you, allowing you to start seeing life from a different angle through another person, where it continues to grow you into your authentic self. You know, I never thought of it that way, but boy, that sounds like a lot of fun, right? Is cannoli the same in Italy as it is in the US? No, it's not. It depends on where you go, but for the most part, no. You get it from the grocery store, it's not the same. So it's like, as we share with this person, as you start talking to them and learning about where they're from. And I do feel this may be somebody from a different cultural background and maybe a different country in general. But there's something very exciting about them where you may be finding yourself making plans to go on a trip to see them. Whoever this individual is literally going to get you turned back on. Your switch was off, it is on. Okay, if it was off and on, off and on, off, and now it's on. Okay, this person is going to light you up, Taurus, and it's going to be really amazing for you guys. Now, let me pull your guided message for the end of this reading. Your guides are saying they've been with you for years. They've been with you since you were born. You always have one or more that is with us, and this is who is here with me today. Through the message they want to convey to you, you hold the power to make life-altering decisions. And these decisions have everything to do with you feeling safe and secure in your own world, in your own life. We choose to be around people who are toxic and unhealthy. We don't have to be. We choose to be. There's always a way out, even if it feels like we're stuck in that Eight of Swords energy, like a prison, a mental prison. There is always a way out. It is time for you to make plans and take action. Wands are about action, and your guides are saying take the action toward the plan that you wanted. If you've already created something, this new moon, this new magical energy that is coming in, and it will be conflicted, absolutely. You will feel toggled, you will feel pulled all around, thrown around. That's the way they say it, like somebody doing this on screen, right? But you will feel all of this energy pulling all around you, and it's up to you to stay focused on your plan. Your plan has to do with a new lifestyle that you are creating, a new way of life. It can be a new way of eating, a new way of, I am hearing the word sleeping. Some of you are not sleeping. Whatever this is, your guides are saying this is the month to take it into that plan. Take it off. Take it in an off motion and get it going. Sorry, that's the words that they used. So that means turn the light on and go for it. So guys, I hope you have a wonderful April. Thank you for watching. Much love.